Yeah.
I don't recall any young upcoming rookie or second year player
I think Milton
making.
Williams was his case.
Oh, okay, Milton Williams. Okay, well, I mean, I guess if we give him Milton Williams, which is pretty good, but Milton Williams is not. It's not like he a Pro Bowl or nothing like that. He's just a pretty. He's a starter. So I guess we can give him that. But other than that, it's a no for me. And I do think we need somebody that's gonna help us on the back end, considering that we have to rebuild our entire back end. So you probably need a specialist in
Hmm.
the back end for your DC, considering that, like I said, you got to rebuild that shit from the ground up.
I agree with that. I think the emphasis might need to be on the back end,
Yeah.
especially when you gave up, Trey, and then you depending on Ricky, Young Revel, and Deron Bland got to be coming back from injury. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The ACL
Yep.
boys.
Yeah, the ACL boys is wild. You already
Right.
know that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, we need somebody who, of the ilk of Al Harris, somebody who's a magician, who can work some magic on the back end. Like
Right.
I try to tell somebody, I just seen one of your comments said that Dak time running out, bro. Like
It is.
I hate to talk about that, but it's so true, bro.
That's
Like
true.
I told y'all, I said, man, can't know if y'all can't guarantee me this ain't my best chance to win in the next 20 years, I ain't got time to play with y'all, bro. I don't. I don't got time to play. You feel me? Like, cause I really feel like we got a great quarterback, y'all, and that's half the battle. So we don't have time to play around with the last years he got. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to get this right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about doing it fast and meeting these deadlines. To be honest with you, like it would be nice if they met the deadlines, but it's more important to get it right, man. And I seen that report they was talking about these defensive coordinators want some stability. They want to be guaranteed that some job security. You know what I'm saying? And that's giving your reputation. You done had 4 different DCs in the last 4 years. Nobody respects that. Nobody want to move their family to Dallas for 1 year, and you playing around. Like, nah, so you need to make sure this hire is somebody who gonna be with you for the long haul, or at least somebody you can build with. If it's not like that, these people, like the good ones, ain't gonna want to come here. They gonna say they good. You know what I'm saying? And then especially if you talking about these upper echelon defensive coordinators that actually got some head coaching opportunities, like Flores and the guy from Atlanta. It's
Raheem Morris.
name. Yeah,
Raheem
Morris.
Morris.
Like them type of guys like that, they got actual people that's trying to get them as head coaches. Like they not finna come for no little money or for without no job security. So these are the things, these are the problems that we built over our time, given our reputation. And that's all on the Joneses. Like we got to figure out how we can convince these people. And given the stuff I just said, I would be surprised if it's not a young coach now, because you're gonna have to get somebody. You're gonna have to get a young coach that you can just say, it's either gonna be a young coach or a homeboy. What you think, Star?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's exactly what's gonna be. It's gonna be a young coach, because when we look at the demographic of these coaches, nobody is over 50 years old. So it's clear that Shotty, he want him a upcoming hot, right. He want new booty. He want him an upcoming hot shot.
That's tough.
That he also feels like he will stay here and kind of build some longevity. The only issue is when you get the former head coaches, they're always got one foot in, one foot out, which meaning like I'm just trying to do my best here so that I can get my next head coaching job. And I do understand that if somebody just automatically gets a next seen as a head coaching candidate, that had to mean that damn, your defense was pretty good.
True.
But at the same time, I feel like we need multiple cracks at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think what I'm saying is we need stability. And so I feel like that's probably why Shotty is trying to steer away from I'm a former head coach, because it's like, let me bring somebody that I know these are upcoming guys, and yeah, in a couple years they probably will be head coach candidates. But right now, I feel like they'll want to stay and be more stable with us compared to I'm just trying to get my next head coaching job. And also, I think somebody pointed out that I forgot who it was, but they were like, you got to think as well. I think it was Amp. Shout out to Amp. Me and Balta Amp was on the phone, and he was saying like the other good thing about when you have a new upcoming hot shot, there's no film on them. There's no film on their scheme, so we don't know what their scheme is going to be. You can say, oh, well, this is his mentor, so it's going to be like this, but you really don't know. That was the surprise of Shotty too. What is Shotty's scheme going to be now? Nobody knew. That's probably why we had better success, because you don't know what we throwing at you. So I feel like we probably, and me personally, I did want to go with the younger guys. I mean, personally, I did want to. I just felt like whenever we get that demographic that Jerry want, old field coach, it just never work out. Jerry said that shit himself. He's like, listen, I've been doing it for 30 years.
Ooh, that's the Chargers?
Oh, he going to the Chargers? Okay,
that's the head coach.
No, he OC. That's good for her.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather him go there than the Eagles.
Exactly. I was like, exactly. So
I messed up and gave Brunson too much sauce on the gym about Cuda shit.
You kind of did.
I kind of did.
Me too. I got feeling too.
Jim about Cuda because Jim, listen,
some real sauce.
He the one over there with Indiana, and you remember like both Daniel Jones, sorry ass, and Jonathan Taylor in the MVP conversations while they were healthy.
Yep.
Like he got a very fun offense if you got a mobile quarterback.
Right.
A lot of design quarterback runs, power run game, play action shots.
But the thing is, crazy. What you did good though is you was reporting what's already out there too, because you keeping your ear to the ground. You know what I mean? So it's already out there. They already looking at him. You know what I mean? So
they'd be a fool not to go.
That would be the guy for them for Philly. Now I do want to get back to the risk, if y'all don't mind.
Of course.
The risk, in my opinion, is obviously the worst case scenario, but we got to talk about the worst case scenario would be Gannon, right? But people got to realize what will start the domino of that risk. It would be Jim. Waiting on Jim is what starts the domino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
y'all understand what I'm saying? I know y'all do. Yeah. I'm talking to the chat. Like waiting on Jim is where he's the possible. That's what people got to understand. You can like him, and I like him. I like the fact that Sean Payton promoted him so fast. That told me everything, because Sean Payton is a no nonsense, no favorites, no good old boss. He'll start an undrafted free agent over a first rounder. He's done it.
Yep.
He's done it. So you could tell it's purely about performance with Sean Payton. You know what I mean? So the fact that he promoted him, anybody got reasonable sense go say it's something to him. But you can want that. You can want him so, but he's the possible in spades. He's the bird in the bush, y'all. And if you keep waiting on that bird in the bush, you're gonna mess around and miss everybody.
Facts. Let me just tell you, if you talk about how long you would have to wait, the answer is Monday.
I think so too.
Right, because they said you can still interview. They can interview Jim, even if they make the Super Bowl. They could interview him still.
It's gonna be during the bye week. So,
I thought you were talking about it because they were gonna lose.
Oh no, regardless,
they win or lose.
They win or lose.
So you trying down? You saying like, are you?
So like I
feel like we losing our first movers advantage. See, we was the first to hit these interviews because we was the first losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Yep.
And so now because the market is really just now starting to move. Because, you know, we've been knocking all these guys. Why ain't nobody interview Leonard? Why ain't nobody interview Al Harris if he's somebody? Who else interviewing Durante? Now,
we not thinking. We already in the pack. So we already in the
losers. So we were the first of them dudes. Now that these head coaches starting to get their jobs, now you starting to hear Al Harris. So all the while, ain't nobody talking to Al Harris.
Like shit. Let's say Packer job, they want to talk to that boy. If Mike McCarthy said he one of the favorites in the Pittsburgh job. We were talking about if Brian Flores get the Pittsburgh job, he'll take Durante. Shit, Mike McCarthy get the Pittsburgh job, he might grab Al Harris.
Right, damn sure, Mike, because Al probably packing bags to go over there.
Absolutely.
Really kind of timing this up though, like because you sound like you was trying to calm me down.
Yeah, well. No, you're not really tripping. I understand where you're coming from. You know, because like you said, we're ahead because we've already crossed our T's and dotted our I's. Now, most of these teams out there cannot hire anybody right now because they have not met, you know, the hiring process. You know, you got to do the Rooney Rule. You got to have 2, you know, minority candidates that cannot be internal interviews, right? Some of these guys haven't even did one. Like they got them on the schedule, they haven't done them yet. So like the Giants could not hire Durante Jones right now if they wanted to, because he would be the only black man that they talk to yet. They still have to find another brother that they want to holler at. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Packers can. You know, the Packers got multiple. Yeah, they got multiple guys on there, but they haven't done the interviews yet. So just because you got them on the schedule don't mean that you can hire people. So we've already got to the point we can hire a nigga right now. They can't. So that's why you still have the advantage. So now when it gets to the point where, hey, they done cleared the Rooney Rule, they can hire people, then you start worrying.
Yeah, and they headed to an in-face interview.
Is that required though? The Rooney
Rule?
Yes,
the Rooney Rule is required.
No, it's required.
I mean, I don't know, because I'm just saying, like the Giants.
Some people will kind of.
They interviewed what's the name, Harbaugh, and that was it.
No, that wasn't just it. They had other interviews before Harbaugh.
They have to do the Rooney Rule. Like it could be, long as it's a minority. You don't got to be black. But long as it's a minority.
I think some of these interviews though, Lou, they just keep under wraps. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we did it, but they don't really publicize it or make it like a big deal. The coaches that they won't, that's when you see the social media team. We interviewed him today. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, this is one of our top candidates. But the rest of them,
or they told them locally, and you know,
we interviewed.
It, like local New York probably know, but we didn't know.
We don't know. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, but they also
I'm just assuming because I didn't hear any other interviews with New York either.
Well, they also said with the Giants though that they think Harbaugh really is gonna hire or another guy that was with him with the Ravens. Yeah.
Because remember when I had O'Bo on, he said if O was worth his star, wouldn't Harbaugh be talking to him?
He said wouldn't. But they saying right now Harbaugh is expected that it's either going to be or another guy that was with the Ravens as well that Harbaugh thinking about bringing over.
Oh man, see, what would that say if they pick over Jim Leonard and Durante?
Man, we got one. We had one of them boys in the building.
Preference
and familiarity because
preference and familiarity.
Harbaugh is very strict on his coordinators, and he wants coordinators that he's familiar with. Yeah. The reason why he got let go from the Ravens because he refused to let go of Todd Monken. So
I got a question for
he's very go ahead. No,
I thought you were done. My fault.
No, you good. I'm done. You can go.
I was just about to say I got a question for the panel. How does this make sense for the Cowboys to be waiting on Leonhard or Leonard, however they want to pronounce it, if he's not even the top candidate?
He's not our top candidate.
He's not the league's top candidate.
I'm saying
he's coordinator.
He might be
love, bro. Like, why?
He might be the Dallas Cowboys top candidate.
I mean, you got Flores out there. He might be finna get a head coaching job, but you got Swartz out there. You got other people who deserve that type of respect that you ain't even interviewed.
Really, Sean McDermott too. You're gonna talk about people.
You ain't even interviewed him either. So, but you got the nerve to be waiting on him. That's
just me.
Let me play this clip to your point, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Let me play this clip and let's go kind of put some cheese on what you just said.
Coalescing around. Now for Cowboys offseason decisions. The offense.
By the way, I don't think I read Raheem Morris's name on any of those Vegas odds lists.
I did not see it either.
I think the Cowboys did not get good feedback about him when they asked around. I don't think that they got encouraging.
Why don't you do your own feedback?
That's how you determine who you want.
Man, can we clap it up for RJ right there? Why don't you do your own feedback? See, man, hold on. I got a clap button there. I'm going to find one if I don't.
Do your own interview.
Shout out to RJ.
Want to talk to? I think you've got to winnow down the list based on what do other people around the league say about it.
You know what? This is why my dad, and he took this. I don't remember who he took this from. He would never buy me used books.
Ooh, he smoked that. He smoked it. He smoked that. He smoked the hell out of that.
In college.
Why?
He said, "What if the other person was a complete moron?"
He killed
He killed that.
Underlined all the books.
That is a fantastic point, and I love your dad for that.
What do you mean? Like that they crossed?
Sean didn't get it.
Sean was the nigga that was doing in the books and ain't no shit.
He basically saying, don't take nobody else's word. Don't think for yourself.
Yeah, he killed
what I'm saying?
that. He killed that because he liked Morris. He been pushing for Morris. RJ, shout out to RJ.
Is that what you should be reading?
You know how like people will highlight,
they're
underline
stressing
stuff?
what they think is important.
Yeah, he goes, "What if that person's a complete idiot?"
You naturally end up reading the stress and emphasis of somebody who's dumb. I love that thought process. Actually, where did he either got that from somewhere or he's
I don't know
a
where
genius.
he got it from. But it's like
He wasn't a genius.
You take.
I love you, Ralph.
You take the information somebody gives you. But you still talk to them. You still interview them.
Yeah.
Even if they say, "Nah, this guy's tough to work with."
Right.
Well, maybe that person that told
how do you
that.
start? Where do you start? That's any job, though, right? Like, I mean, you generally get an idea.
There's
of,
no
like,
excuse not to talk to Ben Johnson, Mike Vrabel, Bill
I like how they not letting Bobby get off of that shit. You know
They
what I'm saying?
right.
They is like Bobby. Nah, man, no excuse.
Bill Belichick. There was no excuse not to talk to Bill Belichick.
I think
None whatsoever.
Belichick, they know. Like, I think they know whether or not
they don't know. They don't. Bill Belichick is not in an intricate presentation broken down what he thought about the Dallas Cowboys.
No.
I at least talked to you to get that info.
Right, but they know. I think they know instantly. Could they work with him? The others, I agree. They know they did not think they could work with him. So the others, I agree on. Vrabel and Johnson, you should probably talk to him regardless. But Belichick, like. He was a GM they dealt with in trade discussions and free agent stuff for years. I think they probably knew like we don't match. And then Belichick may have felt like we don't match. I don't know.
Well, if you have an opportunity to sit down for 3 hours with maybe the greatest football mind of all time,
You just do it. You just take the 3 hours.
You take the 3 hours and learn about yourself.
Kellen Moore, they interviewed Kellen Moore for the job. They didn't want him sitting around. Now for Cowboys offseason.
We got it.
I love that too. You need to get your own opinion
Get
of
your own
somebody.
opinion.
Because the way I operate in life, I do this in life. Like, I can hear whatever about you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I'm gonna just disregard everything, but I'm gonna let you prove that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna let you prove it to me. Because you might not try me like you tried to other people. You know what I'm saying? You might not come to me like that. So you should give everybody a blank slate. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got some people that you really, really trust that then told you, hey man, this and that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
but
glad
I
they
really think you let somebody prove it to you.
Right. I'm glad they pushed back on that because it's like, because I was feeling the same way with Flores. All this, they don't feel like he'll coach a fit. How you don't know if you ain't talk to him?
Do you see what that trend is though?
Yeah, I see the trend.
I'm a man of patterns, man.
Okay.
I see the trend.
Do you see the trend? That's all we got to
do.
If you know, you know. You see the trend.
Yeah, there's a big loud.
They all the same color as landlord feet.
Even there, all the same price tag too. That's what it sounds.
I
like.
think it's the price tag.
Oh, hold on, wait. I got a curveball that hit at start. This curveball go rock you, girl, and I love you. It rocked me. Watch this curveball, cause it ain't the money. I was saying all day.
I saw that.
You know where I'm going, man. Watch this. This messed me up when I saw this. Hold on, watch this. Guess who they paid?
Oh, okay, yeah, you right. I said that in the chat. Yeah, the DC
fools played Evil Flus. They had Evil Flus number 2.
Second highest paid DC.
So it's not even the money.
It's not
I used
even
to
the
say
money.
that. I used to say that. So
I won't say that either because think about it. If Leonhard or Leonard, whatever his name is, if he comes here, he's not gonna be cheap.
right.
You already see he acting like he the Sadiddy girl right now. Like he don't gotta talk to y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? He'll holler at y'all later. You waiting on him. He's not waiting on you.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, he has no choice.
Hold on. They got us with 90 likes.
He got no choice but what now?
It's over.
I mean, I know, you know what I mean though. Like he got options. I think we can honestly say that he got options.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he got options for sure. But it's like, considering this, yeah, it's definitely not about the money because these assistant coaches is cheap as hell. That's what I was saying. I was like, $2 to $4 to $5 million is nothing to Jerry. So he'll pay that. So that's why I feel like the DCs that don't want to, they trying to say, oh, they not a culture fit or I don't even know where they even. It's feeling
What
weird.
is our culture? Shit,
Yes,
I
yeah.
want to know that.
And it's feeling weird.
We heard something. It's culture. It's like Al Harris. What they say with Al Harris? He was soft on players. It's like
right. It's like where is these hit jobs? And it's only like Dallas Cowboys media that's saying this stuff. So it's like, where is this coming from? That Raheem Morris is a problem. Like
one of the nicest guys in the NFL.
Exactly. Like he is not problematic, but Raheem Morris is a problem. Literally. Like I could see Flores because he come from the Belichick tree, no nonsense. He was right about all that shit. So I could see that, but Raheem Morris, like that's
whatever they represent is the opposite of what the Cowboys want, and it don't even. You know how used to be like. People be like, you remember like gangbanging days or whatever. They be like, what set you claim? Then they'll try to figure out what set you is before they say like whatever you is, they that. That's whatever they represent, bro. That's the opposite, the antithesis of what the Cowboys want. Cause it don't make sense to me, bro. Like y'all don't. This the problem right here. The problem is they don't even want an interview.
Right.
Like you can say all the stuff you want, like, okay, not a culture fit. How you know all of this information without an interview? That right there let me know that you full of shit. I'm sorry. Like,
right.
If you ain't got an interview, you don't know all of this stuff.
Right.
You get an interview in person to figure it out. But
and
it's like y'all got all the answers on these two candidates. All of a sudden, for some reason, y'all know everything you need to know about these two guys,
right?
But y'all got to bring everybody else in to help.
Al Harris too. He got done bad. They lied on Al. They talking about he baby.
Use your common sense, people. Use your common sense.
And it's like, but Gannon, who's punching players, and everybody that I've heard talk about that situation. I watched another segment today. Gavin Dawson. He was like, "You got to watch." Even I don't agree with a lot of stuff Gavin say, but he was like, "Listen, you have to take that type of stuff seriously." Coaches punching players, he was like, that's a major character flaw.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's a red flag, like, but that's fine. A coach that say I don't like grits and who ignores his players' opinions and thoughts, that's fine. But a established coach in the NFL who's won Super Bowls, some of them multiple Super Bowls, as DCs or as other assistant coaches, you don't even want to give an interview.
Yeah.
Jerry wants you on your deathbed. He wants you on your deathbed.
It's not adding up.
Your career hanging on to a thread. That's what he wants.
He either wants you on deathbed or inexperienced. Like, that's why they clinging to Leonhard. Because Leonhard just got into the NFL last year. So Jerry wants to be able to mold. He's like, he want to be able to say, look what I gave you. I gave you your first shot, all of that type of stuff. And Jerry like to put DCs on the staff that he feels like one day I might make you my head coach. That's why
I think honestly Jerry trying to co-coach.
I believe
this is what I finally came to, man. And I thought about some of the toxic relationships I was in when I had women that's supposed to be trying to partner with you and they competing with you. They always find a way to fuck up something good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they step into your role. It's like I supposed to be helping my sons get tough and then karate, and your goofy ass over here trying to step in this shit. You know what I mean? Like get like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now when it comes to nurturing, I ain't stepping into that. That's your thing. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to protecting this house and make sure somebody rock up in here, they go get handled. That's my job. But then you gunning up here jumping out the bed when you hear something with the pistol. No, that's my job. You know what I'm saying? That's Jerry. It's like he always find a way to compete against his head coaches, especially. That's why to me he underpay him. Like, how do you pay Eberflus just as much as you play Brian? It's like you competing with him. You know what I'm saying? The same way. Because when I figured that out, I was like, bruh. Like that, the dynamic. Just think about the dynamic of this dude being brought in with you at the first time, being paid just as much as you. You basically causing dissension even in the payment.
And then Jerry Jones told y'all from the jump, "Hey, I brought him in to help Shotty."
He did say that,
right?
He said to help Shotty. And at the end of the day,
hurt him.
At the end of the day, Shotty had to stop what the hell he was doing. His offense was
to
fine.
go help him.
His offense was amazing.
Rolling.
Yeah, and then he had to stop, put everything on hold. Like, hey, Clay, hold on, man, I'll be back. Shit, he had to step down there, peek in. You know when your kid supposed to be asleep, but you catch their ass.
His offense up.
Yeah, you know your kid supposed to be asleep, man, but you catch their ass in there on the game at 12 o'clock at night. Yeah, man. That was their ass in the defensive room. He bust in. He bust in. They supposed to be talking about coverages. He had them in there playing Fortnite, man.
I was just about to say. I swear I was just about to say a Fortnite analogy. You know how they gotta pick you up when you almost dead. They gotta revive you. That's what Jerry want to do to all his coaches. He got to revive them. That's what he do. Like he think he the lifeline.
He said it was a rehab.
Yeah, the Cowboys rehab, man. And he just described it to us too. Like, why, bro? Why? To me, that screams like smartest guy in the room syndrome. Like, why you feel like I trusted him when nobody else trusted him? Like, why you feel like you gotta prove that all the time? To me, that just screams some insecurity.
Man. Insecure.
Yeah.
It's like you paid. It's like you paid to be a coach instead of working your way up.
Right.
You bought it so you can push your influence down.
Right.
He living vicariously, what that word is.
Yeah, he living
with this word. What that word is, man.
Vicariously. Yeah, he living vicariously through these coaches, and it's just the fact that he did the same thing with Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn.
Yep.
You was basically paying them the same amount of money. Then that's
against each other.
And he does that shit on purpose. One, because it creates controversy, clicks and views, but two, because he wants it that way. Like he wants everybody. And that's what's preventing like that true symbiotic relationship or true we aligned from the top down, because Jerry likes to have things in place that create dissension.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how we gonna win a Super Bowl when you trying to make it to where your head coach got to look over his shoulder like, okay, this guy's trying to take my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm supposed to coach like that?
Like,
shout out to Andrew though.
How you know he co-coaching? Because he was a. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You getting super chat?
You're finna be real quick. No, I just wanted to touch on a point she made.
Okay.
She was like, "What's the sell point of being a defensive coordinator for the Cowboys?" Think about that. Like we acting like we got this desirable ass job when really we need a savior.
Exactly.
Think about that. We need a savior as defensive coordinator, but we acting like we just got this.
We could just hire anybody. We can hire anybody.
To be honest with you, this is a job I wouldn't take.
So would
just being
I
real,
wouldn't.
I would not take this job.
I would not.
It was landlord, hot defensive coordinator candidate. I wouldn't pick this job, especially if I was a first-year coach, because guess what? The likelihood of you failing is very high. Just being honest.
Exactly.
Because guess what? You got to fix everything from scratch. Why would I do that? I would go somewhere with some of these pillars in place already. Like that make more sense. That make more sense. Why would I go to a team that only got Quinn Williams and half of Overshawn?
Half of Overshawn.
Quinn Williams, half of Overshawn.
Half of Overshawn. And the ACL boys. Why
your whole secondary is hurt.
I gotta do this for landlord.
Goddamn, I'm glad y'all set it off.
Damn.
Damn,
you said it all.
Bro, let's think about this as if you was the candidate. We acting like we got this desirable job. What the hell is we doing, bro? Y'all need to be committing to somebody. That was
yes, Lord.
Because this is a full. Yeah, go ahead, Lou.
That's my problem with them. We over here moving like this shit pissing me off. Like they ain't moving.
Like we them ones or something.
That shit
we got the worst defense in the league. Like this is a full project. When you say you want to come coach here, it's like that's why you need the best teachers possible. This is why we say bring Durante in here. We need somebody that we know can coach lesser talent and get them to play up, get them to play at an elite level. Because right now, with what you got, like, you need a lot of player development. And yeah, we're going to add some pieces through the draft. Maybe they'll add a free agent or whatever. I'm sure they always put filler free agents. So I'm sure they'll add some people. But this is a job where this is hard work. This is why you can't afford to hire somebody like Gannon.
Ooh.
You got to build from the ground
up. You cannot afford
Gannon.
The only success we saw from him when he had a loaded team and roster. Ooh. You can't afford to have somebody like here. It's like there's no track record of player development. There's no track record of Super Bowls. Like it made more sense to hire Matt Eberflus because he had skins on the wall. He had trophies that he could say, "This is my player. I developed him. I made him." Like we have nothing for Gannon besides Milton Williams. Like, no, sir. No, sir. Like, we need somebody who can actually develop our talent. Because I feel like we didn't develop our talent under Dan Quinn. Like, I feel like we never, all of these players that we draft, all of these drafts that we had, like, these players, I feel like, to be honest, our players developed the most under Zimmer. And he was here 1 year. That's what I'm saying.
I
like,
wouldn't agree with that wholeheartedly.
With what we develop players?
Hey, just real quick, I do want to get us. I do want to get us back because that's in the past. I don't mean to cut that point because I know y'all gonna fight over that. I don't want to get caught in a fight. I want us as much as possible. Let's look back at these candidates, okay? And I want to ask a question.
Then I'll answer.
Christian Parker, is he really the one?
I like him.
I like him a lot.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I told you when we came in. You can't have it both ways, bro. You either want a young up-and-coming guy that got all the potential in the world, or you want a retread. You know, it just is what it is. Like some of these guys, like Zach Orr, like when you think about how Zach Orr went from just being a position coach, you know, to being defensive coordinator. Same thing with D'Amico Ryan. D'Amico Ryan had never called plays. He was just in the league a couple years before he became a positional coach and then became a defensive coordinator, and now he's a head coach. Never called a single play before in his life.
Is okay, because see, all right.
And cool.
I'm gonna ask another question. Because we see
I
now
want to say this right here though for y'all, boss. For
a Christian,
for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
for the young bucks.
This is we gotta remember that this is not just a coach that we selected. This is somebody who you gotta believe in to actually build his defense as well.
True.
Like so it ain't like he's stepping in and just say, okay, I just gotta coach these guys my scheme. Nah, he gotta help you build his defense too. Remember that.
So this is the issue that I have with Christian Parker, to where I honestly, and I'm gonna say this, like once I kind of looked at Durante, it made me relook at everybody else and see you ain't checked the box he did. You see what I'm saying? So when I was listening to Durante, he talked about the fact that and this is just true. This is just true. And I can say this on the defensive side, when you are a person that played in the back end, you don't know the fronts. Correct. You got to learn the fronts. When you somebody that was in the fronts, played in the fronts, coached in the fronts, you don't know the nuances of the back. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what I don't think our fans are really looking at and really trying to look into close enough is he ready to schematically attack from the fronts? I love you on the back end, but we talking about D coordinator now. So let's say that we start getting ran on down our throats, or you go be a deer in headlights. You see what I'm saying? Because now you in unfamiliar territory. I know you young and up and coming, but that sounds like uncooked chicken to me.
He been in a mentorship
situation, bro.
He been in a mentorship program just as long as Durante. Like there is a reason that Vic Fangio keep bringing this man along for half a decade. Like if you're telling me that he just spent half a decade one of the best defensive minds in the NFL and ain't learned nothing, he ain't ever gonna learn.
No, I ain't saying nothing.
No, but I'm just talking about running a defense.
You feeling good that he is back up front end ready? Yeah, just because of the time he spent with Vic.
With the time he spent with Vic, you don't think that he been mentoring like this?
I don't know. I was just throwing that out there because I want to comb him right. I just want to be thorough looking at him.
Of course, but listen. You know, we got lucky and saw that Durante said that on an interview. I don't know how much this man talks. You know, I seen him on the sideline. I don't know what his football acumen is outside of the back end. It's fair for you to ask about it. But I'm just saying, you know, from just a grand, perspective of if I've been with one of the best defensive coordinators in the league
and preparing himself
for half a decade, and Philly was already saying he was the one being groomed. That's why they are all up in arms about him. Like, no, he's supposed to replace Big Fangio. That's the part they keep leaving out for you.
And that's why I put it out there, because I was wanting somebody in the panel to fight for him. You see what I'm saying? To make me feel better about the raw chicken that I was smelling. But I think you answered it. Honestly.
I think it's all the way around though, boss. Like I said, like if you're not experienced coach, bro, I just want y'all to really think about what we putting in their hands, bro. We putting Dax, Prime, and Future in their hands, damn no, to me. No lie. Like you gotta actually swing for the fences. You gotta actually believe wholeheartedly in whoever this defensive coordinator is, bro. Because we can't get this wrong. Could you imagine getting this wrong for 2 years or something? Because you probably, what everybody gonna say. Can't judge them after 1 year. Shit, I see some defensive coordinators. I see some people be prosperous after 1 year, but that's neither here nor there. But we all gonna be like, oh, you can't judge them after 1 year. And then now, that's 2 years you gotta hope and gamble.
Yep.
You will have a bad year. Say for instance, you have a bad year the first year. Everybody kind of, sort of, semi expects that. Then the second year come around. Now you still wondering if you got the right guy. You don't even know yet.
For a second
you
and
still
share
don't
this
know,
too.
bro.
Y'all share this content too. Go ahead. I mean to cut y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean to cut everybody off.
Let me get these people to share real quick. We'll come right back. Cause listen, man, this is some real good content. This is a dope panel that I believe is very thorough. We gotta stop. Go put this in Facebook groups. Go put this on Twitter. Like, do our part right now, because now we starting to really compare these guys. Honestly, I think you did a wonderful job of talking me into front end knowledge on Parker.
Thanks.
Great job, because I didn't know if anybody's gonna be able to do it. I think you did it here. Is Jim raw chicken?
I'm gonna let Lou take this
one. If you ain't got no experience, you raw chicken.
Then that Parker raw chicken.
All of them are.
I was gonna say Parker's raw chicken to me.
Everybody raw chicken.
My thing with Parker, just briefly, I think he's a multiplier of talent. You like the one thing I have, because when people crown him, like I get a little bit eerie because people was downing and shitting on Al Harris when Al Harris did it better. So, and with everybody.
Like, Lou, you know he didn't fit the culture.
Al Harris is developing everyone in that room. Christian Parker is only multiplying already highly talented, prospects coming out. We knew Patrick Surtain was going to be something. We knew Quinyon Mitchell had a little something. We knew had Cooper DeJean a little something. What about everybody else in the room? What I'm looking at in Chicago, I'm seeing Al Harris literally have the gold Midas touch. He has revived. What's that safety career that was just
right?
Kevin Byard. Kevin Byard.
I'm seeing revivals happen under him, like actual development, like actual the ball taken away from the entire team, not just individual player success. So I do have problems. I do have issues with that. Even with you being a teacher, be honest with you, because like when I look at your trophy wall, it's not enough. Now let me get to Jim. Yes, I think Jim is raw chicken. I know people love to bring up his DC experience at Wisconsin and love to bring up, that he's, I love the fact that he's elevated quickly. I think he need to cook a little bit more. I don't think he know all the nuances of the defense. I can firmly sit here and say, and I'll argue with everybody, you don't know what he gonna run in this NFL, because the shit he was running at Wisconsin, one, it was years ago, and two, it ain't gonna work in the NFL. And then what he's doing now, we claim he's all disguised. Man, Vance Joseph ain't disguising a damn thing. They lining up and beating your ass. And
the lowest disguise rate in the league is Denver.
You said what?
I said the lowest disguise rate in the entire league is Denver, to echo what you're saying.
Yeah, and they got dogs up front. They got dogs on their defense. They got actual names and money committed to their defense. They ain't effing around in Denver. We know.
Boss, let me ask y'all a question about Denver defense for the people, because I think they need to know this. Are y'all insinuating that with them having the least amount of disguises, are they basically living off of talent. That what y'all implying?
We're saying that they got one of the most gangster pass rushers in the league. You don't have to hide shit.
Right.
Okay. I'm not fighting y'all. I'm just trying to clarify.
They have multiple. They have
Yeah.
multiple All Pros. They have I think Nick Bonito is an All Pro, and then just this year Zach Allen,
And I
All Pro. So they have multiple All Pros.
We don't have any of these things. But go ahead.
Exactly.
Like,
They're like
That's the point.
the Broncos are like the Texans to me. Like
Yes. Will
the talent is just elite through the roof, so they really don't gotta disguise and blitz much because you have the talent. That's the issue here in Dallas. Like, are you gonna have all pro corners, all pro linebacker, all pro edge, all pro D tackles? Like,
the only thing I can guarantee is an all pro defensive tackle.
Right, that's all we can guarantee. Exactly. So we gotta build the rest from the ground up, and we do. I mean, shout out to Jim. He did have top defenses in Wisconsin. But it's like, well, what is the context of that? Who was he going against? Like, we don't know. It's just like Kellen Moore. He was amazing. He's still the most winningest coach. I mean, player. Right. But it's like, but look at what they was doing. Look at who they was playing. You understand what I'm saying? So I think we just have to add context. And when I speak about, I said Christian, I like Christian, and I'm gonna take him over Gannon any day, absolutely. But I didn't, even considering everything, I still could not put Christian in my top 7 candidates because one is like he haven't called plays in no level. Like, even if you call plays in high school, it's like you still call plays. Like, you ain't called plays in no level. Your stint in the NFL has been under one guy pretty much your whole time. And then on top of that, as Lou said, your development was already of guys who were projected to be top talent. So it makes me wonder, okay, well, to me, he more so made sure that this top talent continue to develop in the NFL or make sure their progression was like on track. Basically, it's like he managed the progression. But I'm like, can you teach a corner from the ground up? Like, can you go to Carson and say, hey, this is wrong, your eyes are wrong, your feet are wrong, this is what you need to do? Can you do that? I don't know if you can break down a player and be able to get every corner, everybody in your secondary to understand these complex things. Like, I don't know. I know you're coaching for Fangio, who is a hell of a coach, one of the best defensive minds in the NFL. But I still think, do you want to really put your this defense that needs a savior, as Landlord said, do you want to put that in the hands of Christian Parker? I just feel, and I do think he's a good coach. I just feel like it may be a little bit overwhelming for him.
I ain't gonna
like
lie.
You have to load him up with supporting cast, in my opinion. Like, he's got to have a killer supporting cast.
They do that BS right there, boy. We got a march.
Any land.
We got a march.
Any land podcast. Landlord know what I'm talking about.
Henny made me feel better about the timing. He made me feel better about the time, and I think we still ahead. I was starting to panic a little bit, being honest.
You only gotta wait, because listen, I know it don't seem like it, but it's already the 20th of January. This is how the year be going by so fast. The first month of the year is almost over with. You can interview this motherfucker as soon as the 26th. So you can interview him Monday if you want to interview him Monday.
That could be the plan, though, to be honest with y'all, bro. They could
come that white cotton
on my life, bro. Because think about it. They send up. No, of course I don't want it to be. I'm just saying.
That could be the plan.
What if they coming with this BS? Like, they waiting on Lynn hard, all this crazy shit.
Running out the clock.
And running out the clock.
White cotton ain't guaranteed to be there no more. That is one thing, because Robert Saleh might pick him. Because Robert Saleh said he's going to call plays. Does that sound like one of these young up and coming guys want to go over there and his dad gonna call plays when they need to make a name for their damn selves? So why not grab somebody that I already been with, that rock with me? I can give you some bread and you can stay the fuck out my way and let me call these plays.
We forget another thing.
That don't call plays high too, though.
Okay.
What did y'all think about Josina?
Look at Clayton Adams, goddamn.
What did y'all think about Josina Anderson's post where she said it looked like the Cowboys may add in some more candidates. Because I'm like,
screen, boss.
How long we got for the senior bowl, bro? Because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't mad at her.
Yeah, when is senior?
I sent it to you in the whatchamacallit, man.
In 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Tripping, bro. My bad.
In 2 weeks.
When is the senior bowl's in 2 weeks?
I was just about to say I ain't mad
at
it
from Josina?
Had a good search, bro.
Oh yeah, you right.
At a certain point, you need to go and get your guy because you got stuff to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got
is this it?
Yeah.
Next up, Eagles passing game coordinator, defensive back coach Christian Parker interviews Wednesday. My understanding, what she said, is the Cowboys process will also consider the current coaching market as well for a fit, with new additions to the carousel after the latest firings. Sound like hey, we know I talked about it. And listen, we haven't even talked about no college people. Like NCAA is over with. Like if they wanted to go talk to the top college guys. Like, hey, Star, you like Matt Patricia.
I sure do. He my number one. That's what I said. Give him a call. Like, what are y'all doing? And it's like, so I
was just gonna say, like, there's Matt Patricia. You know, there's Wink Martindale down there.
Yeah, Wink over there.
There's the defensive coordinators from Miami and Indiana. Mm-hmm. Yeah, who had two of the top defenses in the league. Now listen, there's nothing different from like if you wanted to talk about guys like that, or Sean McDermott, who just got fired, who he called the defense for the Buffalo Bills the last 3 years. So it's not like he's out of practice. So like there are other names that they could at least call and ask them, what their favorite color is.
Right.
They gotta commit, man.
And I just feel like they could be more. That's the only thing. Like the Dallas Cowboys, like, yeah, I know everybody. Well, they interviewed 9 people. I'm like, yeah, but there's still plenty of other people they really could interview that they haven't even talked to, haven't even given a call. So that's why it's like you really don't have to necessarily rush it. But it's like if you're not gonna interview nobody else, you need to rush it. But if you're really like, no, I still got other qualified candidates that I want to interview, then I do feel like you do have time. But if it's between these 4 candidates, like they keep putting out, it's between Leonhard, Durante, Christian Parker, or Gannon, then yeah, you need to make the decision now.
I mean, between them, let's be honest, like I want to be fair, but Durante on paper is probably the best candidate out of the people that we've talked to. And he's very melanated, so that scares me. I know the Dallas Cowboys. We ain't had.
No, they ain't said shit about him, man. It's just now starting to be noise about him, which
it's starting to pick up,
which is disgusting. It's disgusting because listen, bro, you can't even halfway start looking at Durante and don't figure out real quick he the best one. He the best one. Yeah. Like I'm
trying to leave my bias out of it because I already have a bias toward Durante because I like him. Because I'm trying to be fair to Christian Parker. I'm trying to be fair to Jim Leonhard and let them finish the process. But I feel like Durante probably the one because he checks all the boxes for me personally. He's been in the Big Brother program for a prolonged period of time with Brian Flores. He has defensive coaching background, dating back to LSU when he was with the DC over there. DC called plays for a year, and when you talk about the coaching tree, like why would you not want to get a piece of fruit from Brian Flores' coaching tree? And it's one of the most exotic, aggressive defenses in national football.
Exactly. That's it right there.
And listen, if you don't like Brian Flores, man, he's tough to work with. All right, but hell, this is Brian Flores Jr. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is little brother right here. Go get the little brother if you scared of big brother. Little brother, they got different daddies. Little brother talk proper and wear collar shirts.
He got some good hair.
Yeah, big brother from the trap. You know what I'm saying? He got six baby mamas and 6 charges. So
I need to fight somebody because everybody's scared to fight me. Like it ain't nobody gonna fight me on Durante. Like I need somebody to fight on this.
Nobody gonna fight over what's right. You know what I'm saying?
Right, we're not gonna. No, we did exactly.
Yeah, we like Durante.
I sense that landlord got some fight in him, man.
I got that Jerry mixtape dropping. That Cases and Baby Mamas coming soon.
my thing is though, Is he raw chicken?
Yes.
If he has never called plays or never been a DC in the league, he's wrong.
Yes.
That's just the actual
risk.
definition. He's wrong. But like I said, the thing that people got to realize is you got to be so sold on the guy.
no.
You got to be so sold on the guy.
I don't think he raw either.
How you gonna be raw? You ain't
be
cooked?
raw if you never done it before.
He has. I think he has. I think he has a lot more power than y'all give him credit for.
You like the
man? Listen, man. It's certain things.
It's not like that. It's not like that here, bro.
If you never
you gotta let us make the
never
case, dog. We gotta make the case, dog. You gotta let.
You never drove a car before. Are you a driver? Would you trust that driver?
That part you right. That part you right.
I'm just going by the
that part you right, but
that's wrong.
We gotta
never done it
y'all.
before.
You pushing, but we gotta be able to push back. Y'all bullying right now. Y'all being bullies. Y'all acting like team weapons and shit.
We are team weapons, nigga.
We
walked in here. We walked in here with the choppers.
Ain't getting no
we walked in
replies,
with the choppers, man.
No, you know what I'm saying? This is team weaponish kind of behavior, dog. This is
we know how we do. We know how we do.
I see how y'all do, bro. Y'all
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, make your case.
ahead.
I do want to hear it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
all right, so
no, you go.
Luke, go, and then I go.
You heard the one from Jermaine Collins. Go ahead, go for it.
Luke big time.
Okay, so he not raw
Look
chicken,
big
bro.
time, man.
This is why he not like he raw chicken, but he the closest to cook. I say it like that, where we meet in the middle.
I'm gonna leave you alone with that.
Listen, we say he's the most qualified.
You act like he's
okay,
not
okay,
wrong.
okay. So yeah,
because we like him.
All right, yeah, because he raw. Because I got to go with what you said. You never done it in the league. You never said it in official
That's the
team.
definition of wrong.
Yeah. That part, yeah.
Literally.
But he the closest to cook, to where like he that raw chicken that where you can actually eat. You know,
Hold on,
we've
man.
all done that, right?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No.
You make some chicken.
Boss talking about the
And
one
pulled
that been
it
on
out.
the grill for a little bit. You just had it on there for a little
Start looking
bit.
at me like you disgusted. Listen, start.
I was looking at that sounded very.
Start. Don't tell
Uh-uh.
me you ain't never had some chicken on the grill, right? And then looked at it and say, it's not quite right, but you took a little piece off of
You
it.
gotta test it. You gotta test it out.
Okay,
Right.
I see what you're saying.
It's
I see
hot
what you're saying.
enough. It's hot enough.
It's hot enough. And I
Right,
just
yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Sound
But
like
I think
So this is why
he the closest to cook by a mile, man.
this is
like
my thing. So
I'm
like,
just
his
saying, you gotta go.
experience.
hold on, Lou. You
Get
said
your
I was
life
gonna
on.
cook. You want to cook? Oh, and
I
then
want y'all to
finish.
go though. I just wanna.
I want to get the details on it, bro.
Oh, okay, go
I want
ahead.
y'all to
Damn.
cook. I want y'all to cook, but I just want to set the table real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta be willing to bet your life almost on this.
Man,
thing.
I will bet I will bet both my nuts and two of my pinkies, homie.
Yikes. I believe you.
I bet my
Whoever
nuts
you
on this.
with,
I put all my
Lou.
nuts on what I'm saying on this.
Go
got a
up.
winner.
We
got a
got
winner.
crazy. Put your nuts on the
I
line with
put all
boss,
I
man.
put my whole balls
Let
on
it-
this,
let it-
dog.
Hold on.
Nuts on the table.
I'm out.
Ain't
Believe
nobody
it or not,
touching him, bro.
believe it or not, you could probably do some research on this. That's where testimony come from. Testifying.
Put the
Your
balls
balls
on.
used to be on the line back in
Man,
them
put my
prehistoric
balls on
days.
this,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Hey, your lineage on the line.
Man, put
Real
my
Game
fingers
of
on this
Thrones
and my toes on this. Cause see, listen, bro. I was listening at first.
Real.
At first, it's just like a draft, right? We've all done this where we looking at a draft pick, and I did this with Ted. Like Ted, I was like, bro, I gotta see that 40, bro, because but then I start getting more and more. Where I was like, I ain't got no more questions.
I had sent you like his game speed.
Yeah, his game speed. I was like, I've seen enough.
It was
Like
like,
he,
it was like 20 miles. It was like over 20 miles per hour. or some shit.
yeah. It was when you saw the game speed elite with Ted, and then he actually ran official 42, and he was looking good. Like he looked built.
great.
I was like, hey, bro, he checked my boxes. That's how I am with Durante. When I first came into this, I was like, is he soft spoken? Then I start watching him. No, he not. He only professional in interviews. Then I start saying, what about his front end? And then I start hearing about his front end knowledge and how he was fully explaining it. And what nobody else said that he got down is protections.
Mhm.
It's protections, you know. And then it's like, bro, and then the love of the game, he still ain't got kids. He still ain't got kids, bro. Like he's somebody that live, breathe, die football. The fact that this, like Lou told me like this, and it made sense. He said, because I was like, bro, don't even come to Dallas because we ain't gonna take care of him, bro. You know, so he said, nah, not with him. He said he the type that's gonna build his way back up, bro. He wired like that, bro. Like anybody that's willing to sleep in the cold in Chicago over the love of this game, I'm not doubting that man. I'm putting both my nuts, 10 of my toes on it, my fingers, and I'm gonna cut my head off if this dude not the fucking man.
I honestly feel like he won't, like one of his motivations will be to never go back where he come from.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the, I'm with you on that.
Too dope, bro. Like when I'm dog, I love football, and I teared up listening to this man, bro. Like I teared up listening to this man sleeping on his desk with a bursted pipe in UCLA. That basically he was coaching his guys on a GA salary, bro, getting $1,000 a month to be at UCLA. His players was living better than him. His players was going to apartments and cars on NIL deals. They ain't had NIL deals, you know what I mean? They was living dope. And they didn't know the whole time his coach was sleeping upstairs. And so when they would come in thinking, hey, we going to practice, they didn't know he was just coming downstairs from his home. His home was the facility. And
people like that ain't finna mess over no.
Man, you ain't finna mess up nobody. See, Jerry Jones and Jerry Jones, and when they won Super Bowls, they was like that. They was sleeping in the office.
It's two things that's in that equation that let you know you can trust him. One is he come from a background like that, and then two is for him to be at the level he's at. Because he done already climbed up the ranks to be a defensive coordinator candidate. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that shows you he didn't work his way up already. Yeah.
Right.
And then on top of that, you can trust that he's not trying to go backwards.
No.
If anything, a person that's been through the stuff that he's been through and built of the material that he built of, you probably just got to worry about how long you can have him. Like he gonna probably be a defensive coordinator probably what 2 years at max.
2 to 3 years, and then he gone.
And then, bro, I listened to what happened at LSU. Boys better go really look at LSU. Boys ain't looking at no damn LSU.
I did.
Fucking lie, not you. I'm talking about these other cats who be looking at it on numbers. You are, boy, stop the cap. Because this dude had 8 starters go down, bro. 8 starters go down, and then they asked him, they said, why wasn't you blitzing on the front end? They said, we had a dope front, man. We was going to beat them boys on the back end, but this what he did. When he lost all them dudes, he started blitzing them boys. His defense statistically started playing better with 8 starters out.
He agreed.
I'm glad you
I think they beat Bama. That's what it was in the interview.
Man, dog, then what was crazy, a lot of the LSU fans, I think they looked at it like Zimmer. So y'all remember when Zimmer lost all them starters? So on the surface, Zimmer numbers look bad.
Yeah, they were 31st.
Yeah.
But people who watched the flow of the season,
no, they got better.
They got better. And you was like, damn, he was working with, we played dominoes. This dude had 5 doubles and it was over here.
He said 5 doubles.
5 doubles insane.
He had players from Walmart. He had players with Walmart, and we was making it work.
And put it like this: Durante had more injuries than Zimmer had.
I mean, any time that Derek Stingley only played 3 games for you, you fucked.
Yeah.
And
eight starters, right? And that's what he said. He said they didn't get a recruiting class.
He didn't get any.
They didn't have a recruiting class that year, so it was just like
by far.
It was COVID. I forgot.
And then he got the best tree. See, it's like
he got the best tree by far.
Huh?
Let me. That's what I was about to say. I feel like he ain't raw chicken because I can if we take Jerry, Brian, everybody out. Can you trust anybody to build a staff other than him? This man has been around the way.
Before you go too deep,
13 years.
He is raw. Let's just say he's the least of the raw. If he's never called it, he's raw.
Yeah.
So you can say he's the least. He's the least of the raw.
You trust him. You probably trust him more out of all the candidates. But listen, if you ain't called plays.
I do trust him more than I do too.
I think you trust him because his ability to develop. I think his ability to develop and teach what he said he taught. That story about with his freshman when he was teaching high school, he's like, my freshman, we were 32nd. We were 32nd. He said, then the next year, then we moved up to like 16. Mid. Then the next year we moved up to number one. Then the next year,
was coaching the DC.
Right. He said, I left, and then they taught the high school students. First of all, that even just shows. This was college. But that even just shows the maturity. Like, these are the type of young men he was raising where they was mature enough to say, okay, this is a scheme we want to run. Now let's teach this new DC. Let's teach him the scheme. Like, and then you see what he's doing over there with the Vikings. Who was in their secondary besides 40-year-old Harrison Smith?
Thank you.
You don't know nobody else over there, but their defense is elite. Byron Murphy. We do know Byron Murphy
under him as an old man. People forgot that.
And they locked our ass up.
Gilmore was on that team as an old man.
They won 14.
14,
15 games.
Like,
Stephon Gilmore was there.
Yeah, it was like 14, 15 games. Like, this feels like this man has just been waiting on his shot.
Dog.
Like, he's more than ready to go. Like, I'm just waiting to go by opportunity.
You better not wait on Jim. Baby, fuck, we waiting on Jim. Fuck Jim.
Not over Durante.
And we said
over Durante. No,
it don't make sense if he's not the best candidate. Why you waiting on him?
I was gonna say, if it's between these guys, go ahead and hire him and stop playing the game.
Jim ain't gonna have no stories sleeping in the cold. Shut your damn mouth, Jim.
It is about the perception of the Dallas Cowboys who are making the hire. We can sit here and campaign for Durante as much as we want, but they want to finish the hiring process.
I think
that's BS though. I ain't buying it because I seen y'all.
I do not believe Jim Leonard is that guy. I'm telling y'all, I think it's a load of malarkey because as soon as Jim comes out, he's going to outprice. He's going to outprice what we're offering anyway.
Yeah, okay. From that standpoint, you 1,000%.
We not finna outbid nobody.
Hold on. Y'all just said it wasn't about the money. We just gave a nigga $4 million last year.
That's him.
It's not about the money. But Lou,
was a hot shot candidate.
Lou,
people fighting over Eberflus.
We paid.
Was it a bidding war for Eberflus?
We paid part of his salary from the Chicago Bears for him to come over here. That's how he ended up with $4 million.
That's just how crazy. You just explained to me how crazy Jerry is.
Right. I'm just telling you, what I'm saying.
I'm just asking you. Listen, I'm just asking you.
He'll pay for that.
Was it a bidding war for Flus? That's what I'm asking.
No, but what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. If they want you, they will pay you. Because they pay Dan Quinn ass too.
That's true.
Hey,
well, look,
and they won't Jim. And they won't.
Dan Quinn was a high
killing it right now.
He problem, though. Jerry want them, but Shotty wants somebody else. That's the problem. That's the problem. I'm just saying. Look, am I wrong?
I love what y'all saying.
Like Shotty wants somebody and Jerry don't want somebody else.
No, that you right on that. That's why they said Storm was impressed with Durante.
Walk with me. I'm saying that to say Jerry wanted Flus. Jerry ain't finna move mountains to get Shotty guy. That ain't what he doing.
Ooh, he's so true.
But is Leonhard Shotty guy? I don't think Leonhard Shotty guy. I think Leonhard was a front office guy and the popular guy that his name was floating around. I think Shotty won Durante Jones.
Yep.
I think because when Shotty spoke about Leonhard, when Shotty likes somebody, he pumps them up. He got nicknames. He got nicknames for them and everything. Like he will let you know if I fuck with a player. Yep. He pretty much kept it as about as, I don't talk to him, but he good. Shout out to him and Vance over there. But it was no like.
And he still gave credit to Vance.
Exactly. He gave credit to Vance. So it's like.
I think Leonhard is a whale. He's a media whale right now. And the Cowboys are using that to buy back and sell back the thing. I'm done selling them on bullshit. Y'all, they run this team like a fucking business. They did it with Flores, and then it was time to interview Flores. Then they want to get all bullshitting.
The culture, we're uncomfortable.
And shit like that.
Man, hold on, Bubba. We came here with that super chat. I didn't mean to cut y'all.
They said, I think Durante is cooked chicken. His mentors being Vic, Dunn Capers, Lionel Vital, Zimmer, Marvin Lewis, Vance Joseph, Flores, etc.
His
That is
current
beautiful.
mentor right now is Vance Joseph.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's true.
And listen, and I'll say that he's seasoned chicken.
He's seasoned.
Yeah, he's seasoned.
He's
You
seasoned.
seasoned, nigga. You ain't put him on the grill.
He's still
If you
ain't
ain't
on the grill, bro.
coached, if you ain't coached,
grill, dog.
if you ain't
He just ain't
coached,
cooked.
if you ain't coached, you is raw chicken.
Y'all too
he like them soldiers that did the simulation of the war. He ain't
Yeah.
really been to the war yet.
You are not the father.
Flight simulator.
What the fuck is that?
The nigga in the flight simulator ain't flew no plane, man.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
We got a war outside.
The only plane this nigga that flew was on Grand Theft Auto. You want this man to fly a plane,
It's
man?
like
Come
third
on,
draft
man.
picks, bro. It's third draft picks, bro. I ain't got to see you play in the league to know you that dude, bro. Come on now, damn, bro.
And he's still a rookie when he come in. And he's still a rookie when he come in.
Come on now, we ain't doing that. You didn't need to see Panay Sewell, bro. Come on now.
But was he still a
Sometimes
rookie?
you see so much dopeness in college
Was
that
he
it's already
still a
no brainer before you ever
rookie?
put the cleats on.
Answer the
We ain't finna
question.
be that. We ain't
Answer the
finna be that anal on this dude, bro. This dude is ready, dog. Sometimes you ready for the league.
And he's still raw chicken.
I'm with y'all though, like, but we can't go away from the definition of what raw means.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like,
Hold on.
Y'all been
I'm
team
with
weapons
y'all.
again,
I'm on
man. It's
y'all
all
side.
like
No,
team weapons,
I'm
bro.
on
We
your
like the
side.
nigga.
I'm on your
I
side.
know, but man, I'm not liking y'all right now.
This
Y'all starting to
this what
piss
I'm
me
trying
off,
to say.
man.
I'm with y'all. I'm on your side because I like how hard y'all fighting for him. Because I just told you, it got to be a guy that you willing to put your life on the line about. For
That
real.
thing was
Because
my
you putting
my head, put
the
my
life
nuts on
of Dak Prescott's future in his hands right
I
now.
will
That's
put
what
his
you
whole
doing.
future on it, bro. I will put his whole future. Man, when I saw the LSU fans would want them back on the losing season, man, do you know how
They
mean
so shit
LSU is? Boy, say them LSU people was throwing bottles at us, bro. I had to put my helmet on, bro.
Hey,
I swear to God, bro, I'm coming out to LSU, bro. My coach say, put your goddamn helmet on. I say, what? He said, put your helmet on. He said, they throwing bottles at y'all when y'all walk out. I'm like, no, they not. I went out there, beep, beep. Boy, LSU is like demonic. They evil. So if he wasn't worth his salt on the losing season, they would have fried that dude. And they were saying, we want him back.
In Louisiana?
In Louisiana. Thank you, bro.
Louisiana,
Remember
power,
I told you about LSU.
top
Wow.
SEC school.
y'all-
Like, yeah.
I told you about LSU.
Bro, of
The
coach.
governor picks the head coach over there, man. The
They
governor picks the head coach. They different over there at LSU.
This dude, and then this is what he said, bro. Because like, listen, this dude said I do
told me too.
curriculums. He don't teach. He does curriculums.
That was so me too.
Lesson
when I
plans.
saw it. When I
Yeah,
saw it.
lesson plan.
He need
And-
that shit.
And his ability to be able to teach people based off of how they learn. Like, he likes to break down each player and say, okay, well, how do you learn? Okay, let me teach you like this. Like, you have to have the gift of teaching to be able to do certain stuff that he doing. Like, it has to just be in you. It can't really be. I mean, you can be taught to be an elite teacher, but I also think like teaching is a spiritual gift, say it in the Bible. So it's like he has this unique ability to be able to reach young men, meet them where they at, and relate complicated. Shout out to Lou. I watched Lou scheme about the cover 4 quarters. And that scheme is beyond complex. It's like, what the hell is going on? The fact that Durante is teaching no names
The most
Had a-
complicated scheme.
to do that scheme at a high level, no names.
Last year.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come
Also,
on.
I'm gonna say one more thing about him, and I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna say one more thing about him because all I'm doing is you know how when you prepare for a sermon, it's in your spirit. If you ever taught the Bible, maybe you heathens never did.
Wait a minute now.
What he said, yeah. How days it make you
I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, listen to me, bro. People got to realize that when he was sleeping in cars, and when he was sleeping on his desk, and when he was getting $1,000, and when he was at Hawaii only getting $300 every 2 weeks, people got to realize the whole time he had a way out. and his way out was literally to be a lawyer. LSU had on the table the whole time he was going through that a scholarship for him to be a lawyer.
With the law school.
What does that say about him also mentally, which we're not talking about? What does that
man believe, bro? He believe like a mug.
He believe and
bro.
He's smart as hell, bro. People ain't giving out law scholarships, bro.
Yo, put Weeble up.
Like you said he the one that you said that didn't have any kids, right?
Yeah, he ain't got no kids.
Okay, you gotta be able to, for him to be able to move like that, he can't have none. That's blind faith.
Thank you,
that's like he's so dedicated to the game, bro. Think about it. He wouldn't be able to risk like that with some kids.
No,
you gotta have money.
Ability.
Money, bro. You gotta the bills gotta be paid.
That dude said in his 20s, man, I wasn't dating. Bro,
let me read
all of us that did in our 20s, man. What we like in the 20s, man? We walking around like this all day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The wind blow the wrong way.
Man, the wind blow the wrong way. Man, that hole in the wall looking good to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on, real quick. Weeble said his players taught the defense to the next coordinator. That's how dope. Also, I got something better for you than raw chicken for the nigga, because he raw, but sushi ready to eat, so he could be sushi.
He raw, but he's still ready to go.
He edible. He raw edible.
I think that's perfect. Edible.
That shit is crazy. Y'all know, listen, I made this. Everything in Paul's working. I can't make no analogies no more.
I know we talking in
I said that before you.
I'm just
we know.
He
protecting
how crazy.
He protecting his nigga them.
Yeah, pause.
Pause. Extra pause. Fuck it.
You just said it. Never mind. I'm gonna tell you after the show.
I called it. This ain't as bad as the other one, though. Ain't as bad as the other one.
Hey, we do it live.
How this go come to an end, fellas?
Talking about the search.
The DC.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna have to depart from my good people in Cowboy Nation, man. You want the optimistic land, or you want
give me both
normal land?
I'm gonna give you both too, since I like how you phrase that.
All right, normal land, which is common sense and logic. I would say the way we operate, and if we sitting up here waiting on one candidate who hasn't even committed to us, I don't see this working out in our favor. Just being real to y'all, I just don't see it. Because guess what? While we waiting on Leonard, do that means Durante gotta wait on us? Do that means, you know what I'm saying, or gotta wait on us? Do that mean the other candidates gotta wait on us? Absolutely not. Guess what? These people got families, they got bills, and they got stuff to do. And some of those things I just named don't incorporate waiting on the Dallas Cowboys to make a decision. They gonna have to be very, very much so committing to one of these players. I mean, one of these coaches. They gotta commit, and that's just the bottom line, man. They can't wait around on one guy who ain't even committed to them. So if they operate in that way, I just don't see it.
What's
so
the
now,
good
optimistic land.
Optimistic. I'm gonna do just what you did. This is dope. I love
you know what I'm saying?
Boy, this is dope.
If I do it in optimistic way,
yeah.
I'll say this. They get a little inkling that Leonhard might not be their guy. He might not come around. They might just want to move with a little more sense of urgency. And they just signed Durante. Boom. They just signed him. They just say, hey, you are our guy. We evaluated our candidates. You know what I'm saying? We did our due diligence, and now we ready to offer you the job, sir. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to have to be one of those. Hopefully, we able to just commit to one of the guys that we actually got respect for, opposed to going up committing to a guy like Gannon or somebody, one of their homeboys. We zero tolerance on homeboys right now, because the state of the Dallas Cowboys, the state of Dak Prescott relies upon whoever this defensive coordinator is. And it's too urgent to play around. So we got to commit, and we got to get this shit right. What's happening big time?
Big time.
Move the big time, man. I'll go ahead and go, man.
I got to get up out of here, though, man. Salute to all y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking, man. Salute.
I got to go next after Henny.
And I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. Appreciate you too, boss.
Indeed.
Already.
Indeed. Yeah, man. I'm just go ahead and get mine and dip, man. The Dallas Cowboys can't mess this up, man. Like this is the end of the Dak Prescott era. If we do not compete and win a championship within the next 2 to 3 years, we would have wasted about 20 odd years of all pro quarterback play between Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. And you cannot guarantee me another 10 or 15 for the next guy that we bring in here to be the quarterback. You just can't. So we got to get this right. So optimistically, even if some of these don't go the way that we think, let's say that Jim gets away, let's say that Durante gets away, right? There are still other options out there that you can bring in that are better than what we currently have. I would take Sean McDermott over Jonathan Gannon right now, based on what me and Boss have done from the macro. When we looked at from the bigger picture, his defense is one of the better ones in the skies across the league. They're top 5. They're right up there with Seattle. And, they're one weakness, in the interior against the run. You got one of the best defensive tackles in the National Football League. So, I wouldn't mind kicking the tires on that. We got guys like Matt Patricia. We got guys like Wink Martindale. We got some guys that you can retread from the college level. You got some young up-and-coming guys from at the college level, like I said, like Miami's defensive coordinator or Indiana defensive coordinator. It would not be the end of the world, but is that what I wanted? You know what I'm saying? Realistically, though, they might do the I made you approach, and they might elevate an Aaron White Cotton. And that's scary because I don't even like him as a defensive line coach. So, I'm just being real. You ain't did a good enough job with your front to be talking about getting no promotion from me. But either way, what I will say is this: regardless of who the Dallas Cowboys hire as a DC, if they do not make real investments on the defensive side of the ball, including free agency, maybe some trades and draft capital, this defense is still going to be bad next year. You need it. You need pieces right now. You need better players. I feel like you need at least one new player at each valuable spot on the defense, man. You probably need another edge. You probably need another corner. You might need 2 new safeties, depending on what happened with Malik Hooker, because Donovan Wilson is already a free agent. I don't believe that they'll bring him back. So you could have 2 new starting safeties next year. You could have a brand new nickel next year. You probably gonna have a new edge, and just based on the writing on the wall, you probably have a new starting middle linebacker, because I think that they cut Jack Sanborn and save a little bit of bread. So you're gonna have to figure out how to build this defense and coach that shit up. So this shit ain't gonna be just no easy fix. Just plug and play with the guy you bring in. So make sure that we keep pushing for everything that's right and holy. Because God, we have to rebuke all the bullshit. We got to rebuke Jonathan Gannon. We got to rebuke Aaron White Cotton, and we got to rebuke Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Amen. We got a pastor in here, so I need big time just to pray over us right now, man.
How you gonna say God and cussing?
The Lord knows my heart.
The Lord knows his heart. That's right.
Oh my God.
That was real though. All right, Hen Dog, good one.
All right,
appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, let me go. I agree with Landlord and Henny. We cannot afford to mess this up. Y'all see, I got on my Dak shirt today. My favorite player, present and past, and I'm hoping that Dak will stay here longer than the next 2 years, but it's not guaranteed. And I firmly believe if we do not get to a Super Bowl in these next couple of years, Dak is gone. And I think it's going to be mutual. I think Dak is going to say it's just not working out. And I think front offices, they never want to pay nobody. So they definitely not going to want to pay. So I think that we need to do our best to maximize this window, which is why you've got to get this decision right. You cannot afford to have somebody like Jonathan Gannon, where you already know there's nothing tangible, Jerry, that you can sell us with Jonathan Gannon. Nobody is buying into, but he made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, and he the reason why they lost that Super Bowl. Like, we're not dumb. Look at context, Jerry. Like, we're not dumb. You cannot sell it. It's going viral on Twitter. No Jonathan Gannon. They know we do not want Jonathan Gannon. That's why, and now it's picking up. Brian Brown is talking about it. Vach talking about it. Zach Wilcher, Gavin Daw. Everybody's talking about no Jonathan Gannon. I'm sorry, Jerry. No. So what I feel that I don't, because of the resounding no, it will not be Jonathan Gannon. Right. I think worst case scenario is it would be a White Cotton promotion.
Yep. I
think that's the worst case. If we get wiped out of our top candidates, they're not going to put Gannon there because it's just like Kellen Moore. We all saying hell no. It would be too much blowback from the fans for them to do that, and you can't sell him.
Yeah, you can't sell him.
So they're going to try to but they can sell White Cotton. He's the reason why we got easy. Continuity. We got Quentin Williams. He came up with the 5-man front, right? So they can sell White Cotton. So that's I think they keep
stopping the run.
Exactly. So they're gonna exactly. They got White Cotton in their back pocket as their dark horse if they don't get who they want. But I definitely don't think at this point, because now all the local media, everybody's talking about it. It's not gonna be Jonathan Gannon. But I think best case scenario, once we wrap up this interview with Christian Parker, we make our decision. I'm hoping that if Shotty, I believe firmly that Durante Jones is Shotty pick. So hopefully Shotty wins this battle and we have it announced that Durante Jones will be and I do believe it will be Durante Jones, but maybe that's just me being optimistic, and probably so. But I do think at the end of the day, Shotty, he's won every battle, and I just think that he's going to refuse to yield. I feel like he refused to yield on Booker. He refused to yield on Pickens. Now, because he's not yielding, is 2026 a pivotal year for Shotty? Yes, I do. And that's why I think Shotty's going to fight to the nail, because he knows everything is going to be riding on this year. But anyway, we got to get the pick right. I believe in you, Shotty. I've been tagging you every day. I believe in you. So fight for what you believe in, because we know 2026, if you don't get to the playoffs and get further, y'all gonna welcome in Jason Witten. That's all I'll say. But anyway, that's my final word. See y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my final word is gonna be quick, because I gotta lay down because I've been driving all over Texas. But my final words is I pray is Durante Jones. He's the best candidate. I'm so happy. I'm proud of Cowboy Nation. We officially put the mark of the beast on Jonathan Gannon.
Yes.
He's officially bad for business. I'm so happy for that. So it's not. I can firmly say it's not Jonathan Gannon. What does scare me? I feel like this will probably be the offseason that the Dallas Cowboys will finally meet karma when it comes to hiring. And this is what I'll explain it is. Them lying to us clearly about waiting for Jim Leonard, which I believe they're lying, because I believe he has a market and he's going to outprice himself. And that just literally, what is the Cowboys love to sell? Hope. We're hoping for Jim Leonard, and it's obviously not coming, and people can't see it. My thing I think is going to happen if we don't get Durante is that they're going to try to bring in another set of guys in here. They're going to try to find the next Gannon. I feel like what can happen and how we can fix karma is that no one comes here, and we're forced to get like a very low of the totem pole higher because of the fertile grounds we have, the seeds we have planted. We're going to finally sow them in terms of us not being genuine up front and paying Shotty the low contract. Where I feel like the market of coaches is going to leave us by, just like how Eberflus got left behind in terms of the league. I think this will be the all season that the Cowboys front office will get left behind in terms of the league, just off paying, like I know they jumped at it and paid Eberflus $4 million. I don't think they're going to outbid the Giants, who just paid their coordinator or their head coach $20 million, who is working with a big budget. And we don't and just the Packers. I know the Packers are working with a bigger budget. I know the Steelers are working with a bigger budget. I'm just saying if it's not the guy that Shotty truly wants, I think he can get very, very, like in a very karma-esque way of how we're going to very much handle it, because we just not been genuine up front, and it can come back to bite us. So that's been my final word, Cowboy Nation.
Don't leave. You gonna want to hear mine.
I'll be back. Yeah.
Huh? You gonna be in the back? Okay, it's cool. You go hear it.
Yeah, but stay up, Cowboy Nation. Continue to be active. Continue to push your ideas. Continue to be in the Twitter streets with us and everything like that. Keep fighting. We almost. I want to put this now. It's almost draft season. We got a special one coming up in 10 days. A collab. We actually interviewing. We got Booker Dad on. We're gonna be interviewing Booker Daddy. Y'all just saw Tyler Booker just got all rookie team. I think got a lot to talk about. It's gonna be great. Celebration for Team Trenches. So make sure y'all come out for that. Turn on everybody's notification bell. Make sure to subscribe to everybody. I think Henny is on the way to 4K. Let's get him to 4K. You feel me? I love everybody. Until next time. Peace.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna kind of steal what Landlord did, but I'm also talk about like how I see this playing out. They go wait on Jim. They should get Durante now. They should finish Parker, get the bird in hand. Jim is not going to impress as much as Durante, but they'll split. Jim, when he's able to interview, the first place he's going to interview is likely going to be New York. They're going to lose. They don't have a quarterback. They're going to lose. So when Denver loses, Jim is go head to New York, and they not going to let him out the door. And they go sign. It's going to be announced that Jim Linhart is the defensive coordinator for the New York Giants. Or it could be but I think it's going to be Jim. So when that happens, your Dallas Cowboys is going to be forced into their blessing. They going to be forced into their blessing similar to they was forced into their blessing with Romo. And how they was forced into their blessing with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott should have been a first-round quarterback. But the Dallas Cowboys and Jason Garrett was pushing for him. But guess what happened? They picked Tapper in the 4th round before they picked Dak Prescott. And they walked into one of the biggest blessings of all time. They generated year one under Dak Prescott $250 million in publicity and exposure. They are beyond rich because of the times of Dak Prescott. That's when Brian Schottenheimer is going to get his guy, Durante. You're going to see a full about face from everybody that's been ignoring him. And everything that we've been showing, then people go start catching up and talking about. We go finally start hearing about him sleeping in cars then. We go finally start hearing about his tree then. They go finally start really giving him the exposure of the multiples and everything that comes with him. They go finally get him what he been deserved. He is the Lamar Jackson of coaches right now. He is dropping in the draft for no goddamn reason and no logic. Forgive me for saying goddamn. I didn't mean to use the guy's name in vain. He's dropping for no reason. He's not being covered for no reason. And we still go get him. Shout out to you, Brian Schottenheimer, for fighting for what's right. I believe you go win this war like you won it with Booker. And your Cowboys is going to have a chance to do something special. Even though they do a whole lot of things to curse themselves. That's my final word, and I think that's how it's going to play out.
Before I get started, listen, I need everybody pause real quick. And for those that have joined late like I did, I need you guys to hit that like button. That's the first thing before you get out of here. Hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to HTM Sports, Landlord for Alabama, Stargazer Sports, at Lose Takes, and I'm Big Time, the Big Time Show, coming in these last couple of minutes. Follow all of these people. This for us, this is our time where the DC universe really cranks up the content. I'm quite sure you already know it. We're approaching draft season. There was no better team during the draft last year than us. I challenge anybody with the combined efforts, and there's many more names that I could call out that we were all a part of. I'm quite sure we're going to do it again this year. Follow all of us. If you don't like one, it's kind of like Baskin Robbins. You're going to find your flavor. Just join, just follow everybody. One ain't cooking one day, the other one will. So just join us. As far as this discussion goes, I really wanted to join in on when they were having fun about Durante. But I'm kind of an order type guy. I come from the Army. I was in the Army for 8 years. Structure, Army, protocol, step by step. You don't skip any rungs on the ladder. Based off of that, this is what I believe, y'all. Listen to me. We got the East-West Shrine game that's getting ready to happen next week. We got the Senior Bowl that's getting ready to happen right after that. I don't want, this is me, you may want differently, this is me. I don't want when the Cowboy team goes to these bowl games, I don't want the plane to just have Jerry, Steven, Brian Schottenheimer, and Will McClay. I want the defensive coordinator on that plane. What we waiting on? I don't want to hear what Jerry, Steven, and Will McClay like as players, because whatever they like, the new coordinator may not like. I need my coordinator. If we're gonna go down there as a staff, let's have a full staff. I'm just a guy of order. I'm sorry. That it makes sense to me. It just makes perfect sense. So I don't need the eye of Steven and Jerry taking over. And they don't look. I don't need no accountant. I don't need no 81, 82-year-old man evaluating my talent. I need somebody that knows what they want for their system to go there. Now, that's the first thing. Second thing is, if this was a math equation, Durante Jones is greater than Mr. Leonard. Mr. Leonard's name has been pulled up, not trying to say he can't coach. I'm not trying to say that he's not good. But what I am trying to say is, just because you don't think, if you're looking at something, call it as it is. Don't call it what you want it to be in order to knock down one guy to try to elevate your guy. And I got a feeling Starr was right. I believe whoever said that was Henny or whoever, I believe Leonard is the choice of Jerry and Steven. But I believe more Steven than Jerry. But I believe Mr. Jones, Durante, is the choice of Brian Schottenheimer. My question is, why do we always have to have Jerry and Steven insert they one coach on the staff for years? That's not order. The head coach coming in, let him pick his own choices. You pick Eberflus, it failed. Schottenheimer picked Jones and the offensive coordinator, the O-line coach, Riley. He picked all those guys. Guess what? You had the number one offense. Common sense tell you that this guy knows coaching talent. Schottenheimer I'm talking about. Let him cook. While y'all just sit at the table and wait for the meal to come. I'm talking about Jerry and Steven. See the problem, the time has come. It's been too many years now. They need to switch positions. They want to stay in the kitchen when they should just be sitting at the table. You in the house. But you need to sit in the kitchen now. Let this young guy coach. We didn't know nothing about the offensive coordinator. We didn't know nothing about the offensive line coach. They never coached together. Schottenheimer has an eye. It worked. It don't go no higher than number one. They had the number one offense in the league in several categories. Here's my thing. Everybody is talking about Leonard. 105.3, whatever, 3.5 the fan. They've already picked him. They've already done it. I agree with Boss 100%. I think the Giants are going to get them, and I can't wait for that to happen. Harbaugh has an unlimited amount of money to spend on coaches. That's something that's going to outbid Jerry from the top. That's good. Cool. Fine. That's what I want. I want the Giants to go get Leonard. For those of you that want Leonard, hey, I think he's a good coach. Here's the thing, though, about Leonard and Jones, and nobody has said to me, Boss, and all of you that are watching. Here's the thing. See, we can't go against what we've said for years in order to highlight Leonard. Here it is. Everybody talks about Leonard because, see, he'll be a virgin, too, at calling plays from a defensive coordinator position in the league. Yeah, he's a position coach, but he ain't never called. He ain't never drove the car. So right there is they're equal with Durante. Everybody act like Leonard. Well, he was a defensive coordinator in Wisconsin. He was. But excuse me, Wisconsin didn't go nowhere in the Big Ten. That was Ohio State and Michigan. Every now and then Penn State would peep their head in the door. Nobody was concerned about Wisconsin in the Big Ten. But Durante was at LSU, right? The last time I checked, until the last 3 years, everybody said that the SEC was the greatest conference in sports. Every week, it was a dog fight. Every week in the SEC, every team loaded with NFL players. This dude, Mr. Jones, Durante, LSU was always a power. Yeah, they had problems with Alabama, but who didn't have problems with Alabama? Stop it. SEC greater than the Big Ten Conference. And Durante Jones was the coach of an SEC defense. Over Mr. Leonard, there was a defensive coordinator that Wisconsin was going to the Holiday Bowl. Jones was going to a BCS bowl game. Stop it. It is what it is. If this dude is the best, he's just the best. So he would be a virgin, as I said. Mr. Jones would be, because he's a virgin. He ain't called it in the league. I don't know what Durante Jones would do when the pressure get on the line. I don't, when he make his first call as a defensive coordinator, that would be his first call. Same thing with Leonard. And there's no way in the world you match it up. I don't care if the dude is coaching in Denver. Vance Joseph is the man. We got to stop acting like Leonard is calling stuff. No, Vance Joseph is the man. Stop it. Leonard is not. He does contribute to Denver. I get it. But Patrick Surtain been a dog all his life. Jim Leonard ain't made Patrick Surtain. Surtain been a dog since he was in high school. I'm not saying he hadn't advanced his career, but we got to stop acting like calling things like come on now. Durante Jones, did y'all just hear what these great content creators said? I know I'm going just a little long, but then y'all just hear what they said about Durante Jones. This man ain't got no dating. He ain't dating. This man's whole life is football. I thought we wanted football people. That's what I thought we were begging for in Dallas. I thought we wanted football people. I thought we wanted football. This man ain't got no kids. I'm quite sure he got a little friend somewhere and he dating around and all that stuff, but there's no commitment there. His commitment is football. Ain't that what you want? That's what we've been begging for. We've been saying, let us have football people in the building. That's what Durante Jones is. So although most of these people have never called games, who's the best out of all of them? It's Jones. Lock him up. It's not hard. If Shadi wants him, lock him up. It's not. Oops, but I'm sorry, and I close with this. Oh, boss, I don't want to get your channel in trouble, but hey, sometime, y'all, it goes beyond coaching. There may be a silent reason why they don't want to hire him. I'll let y'all figure that out. Some of y'all already got it. I'm done.